You know, guys, we've been talking a lot about the Switch recently, and that's to be understood because, let's face it, it's basically dominating all of Nintendo's news and marketing at this point and everything. But Nintendo has a game coming out, and we had pricing and release date announced today, or yesterday, and it kind of slipped through the cracks a little bit for a lot of people. But honestly, guys, it might end up being Nintendo's biggest seller at Christmas in like a long time, and in fact, it might actually be possibly the best-selling game of the Christmas season, which is really weird to think since they don't have anything going into retail stores at all for like really the Wii U or anything like that, since they've pretty much conceded in like brick and mortar stores. They pretty much conceded this Christmas and waiting for the Switch to come out at this point. I mean, there's really not much coming out that's going to move systems since they've pretty much, again, conceded the Wii U at this point, and they're not looking to move a lot of them this Christmas. But they have a game that a lot of us heard about, obviously the Apple keynote, called Super Mario Run. And recently, actually yesterday, they came out with a pricing for it. Like I said, it's $9.99, and it's not a freemium game, which is interesting since most of the games on the mobile market are set up to be like, you know, free, and then you pay certain money for things to get advantages, or you got to pay for different skins or things like that. And Nintendo, it looks like they're just coming out and they're saying, hey, it's $9.99. Don't worry about paying, you know, X amount of dollars for coins or turns or anything like that. It's just a flat $10 basically. So you buy the game for $10 and you have it. Now it's going to be out on the iOS store, and what's really big about that is the number of people, like I said before, with Apple phones in this case, because we're still making an Android one, is massive. Minecraft on the like Pocket Minecraft, you know, Minecraft Pocket has sold tremendously, and it costs money still. I mean, it's like $6 or $7, but I think they've sold something like some crazy amount, like 30 million on there. And this one, the way Mario Run's going to work is you can download it for free, basically try it out as a demo, and then pay to unlock the entire game. So you can just try it if you want. And of course, they're gonna report these download numbers. They'll report some sales numbers, but they're going to want to report these free download numbers. And if you're an iOS user at this point, you're probably going to download at least to try it. So they're actually estimating that in its lifetime, it's going to get over 1 billion downloads, which is humongous. That's a lot of downloads. And again, not all of them will be paying, but think about it. Even if 10% of those people, you know, unlock it, that's a lot of paid downloads. Even if it's $10 a piece, that's a ton. And you have to imagine this game obviously probably didn't cost anywhere near the amount it cost to make like a big AAA game. So Nintendo is looking to profit an insane amount of money. And most people probably aren't going to notice it because obviously we're looking at things like, you know, PS4 Pros and Xbox Ones and stuff like that. But Nintendo's strategy right now is pretty good. Release this little game that'll probably get huge. It's actually looking to be right around Pokemon Go style sales, which keep in mind Pokemon Go is free. This will be free-ish. It'll just be a demo. But they're looking to actually get about that same amount, maybe a little more for downloads, and then get whatever they can for sales from the $10 amount. So I would say Nintendo may actually, which is the weirdest thing since they're not pushing anything, you know, on TV or magazines or websites. They're not pushing anything. But this game, because we've never really had a Nintendo game, we've never had Mario on the Apple App Store, you know, Apple Store, may just end up being the biggest seller of the entire year even. And it's a mobile game, you know, it's crazy. It may be Nintendo's biggest moneymaker for a while, because remember, they didn't get all of Pokemon Go. That was definitely a shared effort between a couple of different companies. Game Freak, of course, and there's one other one, but Nintendo did not get the majority of the revenue from Pokemon Go, as much as people like to believe that they didn't. And this Mario game will be pretty much entirely Nintendo revenue, okay? So they stand to profit a tremendous amount from this, and it's a great strategy. I think it'll do well. It comes in at a good time. A lot of people will probably the majority of the downloads probably come January 1st, or basically that week, essentially. You know, January 26th to, you know, the 1st, you'll see a ton of downloads. So it's very interesting to see what happens with this game. I think it actually looks pretty fun. It's $10. I think I might actually try it, and we'll see. Actually, I don't have an iPhone, so I won't be able to try it. I'll wait for the Android one, but interesting. I would keep an eye on this, guys. It could be a big explosive moneymaker for Nintendo, and it might make other companies look at the mobile market. Like I said, Final Fantasy 15 is already coming, like a partner game. I don't know if it's free or not, but you might see companies like Microsoft and Sony maybe start to look a little more at these app stores, releasing some games designed specifically for them. And that could start to tilt the balance of power for consoles and mobile devices, guys. If you make more money here and not as much here, investors are going to pressure you to go over here, which could be the mobile market, guys. So keep in mind, I'm not saying anything about consoles going away or anything, don't worry, but some resources may shift to mobile market. This is a big game, and Super Mario Run may actually kind of encourage some companies maybe to look more at mobile stuff. So, but keep an eye on it. December 15th, it's out. It's $10. I would recommend trying it. It's free to try if you have an iPhone or an iPad. But I'll be checking it out. More Switch stuff coming, guys. Tomorrow, I think I have a few other things coming out, so I will see you then.